BYU spring football wrapping up this week. A chance to talk about spring and look ahead to the fall with two leaders of this 2017 team, Tanner Mangum, Fred Warner. Tanner, we'll start with you. Talk about the offensive side of the ball. You guys have goals you want to accomplish in spring. What did you accomplish?
Well, I think first and foremost, just seeing the jump from where we were last year at this point to where we are now is huge. You know, at this time last year, we were just trying to figure, you know, the basics out, you know, where to line up, you know, what plays to run. But now having a year under our belt, I think we've taken a big jump forward. And I think, you know, we've got to build on what we did last season. You know, we had a good, obviously great rushing game with Jamal and did some good things. And now we just got to keep building on that. But I think we did that. I think we got, took a big step forward. So I'm feeling good.
You personally, what's your progression been like this spring? Really the first spring you've had to have a full year and really get in shape and be ready to go knowing you're the starter.
Well, it's been huge for me. I think it's been a big confidence builder, being able to come in and have, you know, last season's experience under my belt. Being able to have, you know, a more complete understanding of the offense has been big. And it was good for me last year to, you know, to sit out, learn from Ty, learn from Taysom, and now to be able to come into spring knowing, you know, having a better mastery of the whole position has been really big. So it's definitely helped with my confidence.
What benefits did you gain from watching last year from the side?
Well, you know, you got to make the most of it. Sometimes it's tough, you know, being a competitor, you want to play, but I think I learned a lot, mainly just understanding the offense, you know, understanding, you know, what Ty wants on each play. You know, hearing him on the headset every game was good to get the behind-the-scenes information, you know, and kind of view the game as a coach in a way.
And Fred, defensively, you guys have a lot of key players back. You have a lot of reasons for optimism to be excited. What did you see in spring that gives you hope that you guys can do what you want to accomplish in 2017?
Right. So in spring this time around, we wanted to focus on mastering the scheme and being fundamentally sound. That was the two goals we came into spring with, and I feel like now it's the end of spring. I feel like we did those pretty well. Like Tanner said, a year ago from now, around this time, we were kind of unsure about, you know, a lot of things just with the new coaching staff, but now we're a lot comfortable, myself, and I think the rest of the team is a lot more comfortable in the scheme, and, you know, we're moving a lot quicker than we were last season.
You personally, you have lofty goals. You want to play in the NFL. What did you do for yourself to get to that point, to get better, and also to master your position better?
I think just this spring is just a lot about consistency and making sure I'm setting goals for myself every day and not being complacent. You know, I'm all about this team, and working as hard as I can every day is what allows me to help these guys.
Both of you are expected to be leaders. I know I talk to a lot of young people, and they want to know what it takes to get to this point where they're in your guys' shoes. So what do you think makes it the best leader, and what are you going to try to do as leaders on this team? Tanner, I'll start with you.
Yeah. Well, Coach Itagi talks to us a lot about leadership. And just today in our team meeting, he was talking about leading by example. You know, there's kind of two types of leaders. You can lead by authority and, you know, telling people what to do, coming down on people, or you can lead by example, lead with love. And I think that's the key. I think for me, for Fred, for the leaders on this team, we got to be able to set the tone, not through just our words, but by our actions, you know. And so I think that's a lot of that is, you know, it's applicable in leadership, it's applicable in accomplishing your goals. It takes action. You know, you can talk about it, but you really have to put in the work. And I think we have, you know, guys that are willing to step up and do that, take on that extra role and be able to lead guys not only with their words but through their actions.
I think the best leaders lead by example, and obviously there is times where guys have to speak up and be the vocal leader, and I think that's going to be, you know, part of me and Tanner's job this season, and obviously guys will step up and do that. Just like I was saying before, just consistency and working hard, and letting other guys see that, that's gonna let them feed off of that.
It takes so much hard work to get to this point. You got to have some kind of motivational factor where there's something in your life that drives you to be great. And Tanner, I'll start with you. What is that for you?
That's a good question. I think sometimes it depends on the day. You know, it depends on the situation. But I think mainly for me, my motivation is just wanting to be great at something. I think that's what I love about football is that you're never there. You're never perfect. You're never at your best. You can always get better. And I fell in love with the game when I was a kid. You know, I started playing when I was 8 years old and loved playing quarterback, loved throwing the ball around. And now here I am, you know, 15 years later and there's, you know, still so much room to improve, so much to work on. I think that's what I love, is just that pursuit of greatness, that pursuit of perfection. I think that's what keeps me going.
I think I always just refer back to my family, you know, just specifically my mom. I've always played for her, and I seen when I was growing up how hard she worked, and I always wanted to give back to her, and so that's something I always think about whenever things get tough, or, you know, we have those early morning workouts. You gotta wake up, you gotta wake up early. You don't want to wake up, but what gets me out of that bed, I think, is just my family.
You mentioned the early morning workouts. Now that's something you guys got to do all summer to get better. Fred, how do you motivate and lead this group to get better during the offseason so you're ready in August?
I think just instilling that championship mindset. Some guys might not have the same goals as others. You know, my goals are extremely high, and I want to try and get everybody on that same level. And I think if we all have that same mindset, then going into these workouts, we're all going to be pushing each other towards that goal.
We want to be able to be our best. We want to compete for a national championship, you know, so we have to understand that that's not going to come overnight. We got to earn it. We got to work for it. And so if everyone's on that same page and understands that, then we can help each other out. You know, then when we're feeling tired, when we're feeling sleepy, then we can, you know, push each other up, you know, build each other up and do it together, because you're not going to do it alone. And if we have that same mindset as a team, then we're putting ourselves in a good spot to do it.
Well, guys, it's been fun. Spring football is over. Next time I'll see you guys will be media day. At that point, it'll be time to get serious and get ready for some football.
It's going by fast.
Can't wait for it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.